necrophilia. Necromancy, not necrophilia. Necromancy. I'm trying to revive this yeast. So now we're doing lukewarm water with sugar and hoping it'll bloom the yeast. If this doesn't work, we can confirm it is very dead. But we'll see what happens. I added sugar so it has something to nom on. Sad face, you killed the little baby yeast. Yes, Ravenna, and it's not the first time. This is the second time I've massacred yeast. Apparently, I'm just not very good at keeping it alive. I'm almost out of alcohol. I'm all better now. Ugh, add sugar to the yeast. Confirmed and done. It does actually seem a bit more bloomier. It does look a little bit more frothier this time around. Maybe. We'll see. We'll give it like 5 minutes. Okay, last time I did this, then everything just sank to the bottom. So we'll see. I don't know how it's going to work. Who's that? It's me! Vroom! What is the food for this afternoon? We're going to try to make dinner rolls because I hate baking. And yeah, it seemed like a good idea. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to make dinner rolls, hopefully. Just go with Raven. Oh, I always say Ravenna. I'm sorry. Raven. Got you. Malin is downstairs playing V Rising? Is that the name of the game? I can't remember. He's playing some game downstairs. Kathy has 0 patience. I don't know what you're talking about. It's kind of true sometimes. Sometimes I have endless patience. But in the kitchen, for some reason in the kitchen, I'm horribly impatient. I don't know why. Especially like making cocktails, I cannot follow. I just throw everything in a cup and call it a day. Yeast needs something to eat and fart out. I still think this shit is dead. I thought for yeast, you could bloom it in warm water and it got all frothy, and then when you mixed it with other shit, like when you want dough to rise, then the yeast needs sugar to puff up the bread. But I thought you didn't add the sugar until after you bloomed the yeast. But I could be fucking wrong. I don't know shit about baking. I don't bake at all. Raven says, hand switch. Okay, yeast warm water is like 100, 115. Yep. And about 2 cups, blah, 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 sugar, yeast should take off. Yeast and water gets wet. Yeast with sugar has something to eat. Do little baby yeast things. Okay, I didn't measure it, but I got warm water, not hot, not cold, warm. And I did a little bloop, 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 bloop of sugar and then a little bloop, 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 bloop of yeast. Didn't I promise Armageddon if we were doing baking, I wouldn't do bloop, bloop, bloops? I think I did promise that. This is an experiment though. We haven't actually started the recipe. When we actually start baking, real following it, I will measure everything. But right now, we're just experimenting to see if the yeast is dead because I found it in my pantry, totally forgetting it was supposed to be refrigerated. Sometimes, yeah. V Rising, so Malin is being a vampire. Is that what V Rising is, Shogun? I didn't know what it is. It kind of looked like Elden Ring. From the 2 seconds I saw of it, his little character was glowing red. So I was like, oh, it's kind of like Elden Ring, but I don't know shit about it. I think when he games, depending on which night it is and who he's gaming with, he kind of just games with whatever his friends are doing. He's a very social gamer. So I think someone else picked the game and he's playing it. But yeah, he's done, there's a lot of other games he's played that you guys haven't necessarily seen, but he did like Sea of Thieves for a long time too. I think you guys know he played Age of Empires. He definitely mixed it. He played Satisfactory. And so, yeah, like whatever games his friends are playing and they want to do co-op, he'll usually play with them. But they go through all sorts of different games. But in his free time, he usually plays StarCraft and then a couple other games he plays pretty addictively. Satisfactory was for a while. He stopped doing that one, though. Don't mess with Sasquatch. Agreed. I agree with that. I'm basically dead hearing bloops of ingredients. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Nudes, I promise I'm not going to actually do bloops when we're doing the actual baking. Kathy needs to measure things. I will measure things. First, we need to know if we have active yeast. This is a yeast graveyard as we speak. It's dead. So, we can confirm this is not the ingredient we're going to use in our baking. But we got the ingredients out at least. Still not cooking. Don't know what you're talking about. It's food and drink stream. We are drinking, Rick. Cheers. Also, I just cooked 3 days straight. I'm exhausted. I cooked for an entire homeless shelter making chicken fried steak. I'm exhausted. But we are getting closer. Yeah, you should be able to at least see if you slaughtered 1 billion yeast babies now. Oh yeah, slaughtered, confirmed. It is a yeast massacre. So the first one we did had no sugar in it. The second one has sugar in it. Either way, they dead. This is very dead yeast. So, this one looked like it was trying to come back to life. Necromancy and necrophilia confirmed unsuccessful. All right, we'll use the other one. Thankfully, we have Plan B yeast, and we're going to go with a different recipe that only requires 1 packet of this. So we got the milk, which is not warm yet, but will be warm. Milk, sugar, honey, salt. 1 large egg, currently being incubated, not in my bra this time, actually have it on the vent hood. And we need shit ton of flour. Shit. Oh my god, dog, you have to move. Thank you. Why do you always plant your butt